بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر والأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وكبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. If you are new, please subscribe, like the video. But today we have a small advice for our brothers and sisters throughout the world. If you are a Muslim or you are not a Muslim, but this is for you. Our brothers in Palestine, they need your help. Palestine will be free and the people will have their freedom of movement. But let's talk about something different from what is going on. The same problem is going on here in Africa, here in Congo. And I think the African leaders, this is the time they need to wake up and stop serving some people. The people of Africa voted for you people to be in power. Now you have to show the people you love them. This is the time you show them the love you have for them. Why do you allow some people to come and give you weapons and then they start killing their own brothers and sisters? And then now we can't even, we have African leaders who are so greedy to the point that they don't even love, they don't care about their own people. In Ghana here, we have the current president in power who just signed a deal with an Australian company with lithium, and Ghana only own 13%. 13%. That means that they're going to benefit the Australian government, while the people of Ghana, the people of Ghana, the people who own the land, the people who own the lithium, they are going to be suffering, while the Australian, the people who don't even, they don't even, first of all, if before you even get a visa to Australia, if you're African, you know, you need to sweat, you need to go through a lot before you can get a visa to Australia. But when they come here and sign deal. I'm sure some of you saw this video on TikTok. A guy who was talking about some African are saying, the Western world are looting African resources. And then he said, we are no longer looting them anymore. We're no longer stealing from you. Your leaders are the one who's giving it to us. And he was right. He was not wrong. He was right. And this is the time for the African leader to stop. One of the things is that the old men, please, you people should resign now and give the power to the young men who will be able to protect this continent, this beautiful continent. Africa is already great because we're already great. You can't tell us Africa is not great. Let's make Africa great again. No, Africa is already great. So how do you protect all these, our resources? How do we use them to develop our own rather than using them to develop some people who are our oppressors? Most of the most sophisticated weapons that have been used in these wars have been created with African resources, and then they are using it today to kill African themselves. They are using it today to kill the world. The rest of the world life does not matter. I remember back in, I think that was in 2021, they said Black Life Matters. I was laughing. African black man, your life doesn't matter, my dear. Your life doesn't matter. Your life will never matter until you wake up from the sleeping, and wake up and you realize that you are important to you when you being respected. You are important in the world when your leaders themselves being respected. But today, I saw a video where the president of Uganda was talking about in the time of, I think that was 2011, where the Libya was shaking, there was the Western powers were threatening Gaddafi to kill him. After they took him out of power, that country has never been the same till now. And he was saying that the African Union was they sent some African leaders to go to Libya to solve the issue in Libya. That they were told by the Europeans to go back to their various countries. One phone call just told them to go back. Don't even dare, don't try it. And they just went back just like that. That's all. How can somebody millions of thousands of miles away from your continent sit down and tells you how to run your continent, and you even listen to them? This is why we said these old African leaders need to leave power. But seriously, let's ask ourselves a question. As Africans, is Africa ever going to be free? Yes, I believe so. Africa will be free one day. But with these old men, Africa can never be free because they are not acting on their own will. They are acting according to some people's will. And if you listen to that guy from TikTok who was explaining this, he explained this to every single Africans out there to understand that the Europeans are no longer stealing our minerals. It is our own leaders. Some of you who might not understand this might start saying, that's not true. It is true. African leaders are the greedy people. This is why the last time I was saying to somebody, some people say that slavery was forced on us. Slavery was never ever forced on any Africans. No. There were some greedy African kings, like today we have them, who were selling their own brothers and sisters into slavery. Like today we are seeing it. And I want you to tell me something. If you are African and you disagree with me, tell me something that I will understand you. Tell me why today. Tell me if these African leaders from, let me just say it in this way, from 2001 till today in the Mediterranean Sea, from Libya to Europe, unfortunately, there's a documentary that's been done on this, that every single year there are more than 3,000 people who died in that sea. Have you ever seen any African leaders talk about it? And do you think they don't know? They do. Why are they quiet? Because they don't care. In Congo, since Patrick Lumumba died, that country has never been in peace till today. Have you ever seen any African leaders come together to solve the problem? Do you think they can solve the problem? They can. Are they going to do it? No, they won't, because they are greedy and selfish. They don't care about their people. In Nigeria, within Nigeria itself, Boko Haram has been there since 2014, kidnapping, killing every single year, every single day, even till today. Nigeria is not safe. Have you ever seen any African leaders come together to talk about it? This old man in their president, this old man Tinubu today, what is he saying? He said we should go to Niger to go and install a democracy. In your own country, you couldn't even save your own people, and he's talking about to go and invade another country in Africa. Can you see how greedy and selfish our people, our leaders are? From those days, they sell our own brothers into slavery. That's why when I was watching the Ghanaian president Nana Akufo-Addo talking about, uh, they need the reparation from Europeans, I was laughing. You don't need any reparation from Europeans. Your the diasporans, the Jamaicans, the Black Americans, they need the reparation from Africans. then you need to apologize to them for what our ancestors did to them. Sell your own people into slavery. And if you disagree with me, look, today we still have kings in Ghana. Go to them and ask them how many kings died before the current kings installed. They will tell you. Some of them more than 10, which means more than 1,000 years now, there have been kings and kings and kings and kings before these British were here. And in Ghana here, they were here with the British were here in Ghana with the help of these kings who were selling our own people to these British people. And then somebody will come and blame it on white man. This is not a white man problem. This is a black man problem. For 60 something years, we said we have independent. Where have we been? Still the same thing. If you are new, please subscribe, like the video. I would like to stop here. And if you are new here, doesn't matter where you are from, wherever you are from, I love you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.